Hello, and welcome to CodeRage 9, and welcome to the app marketing primer topic. My name is Anil Mahadev, and I'm a solutions architect here at Embarcadero Technologies. I'll be taking you through this presentation on app marketing and some tips and tricks. So let's get started. So what's the agenda? The agenda will be on the app ecosystem, the brand management, what are the marketing avenues available, who are the app marketing ad providers, final takeaways, and followed by Q&A. App marketing. App marketing is a very interesting topic. It's probably one of the most underspoken topics in the app ecosystem, but one of the most powerful when leveraged correctly. App marketing is no different than the traditional way of doing software marketing. The only key difference is that everything happens on a mobile device. Your mobile device is your most powerful tool that you can get, and that's where your audiences will be spending most of their time. So when you target app marketing, don't just target for just specific platforms, but also have a generic app marketing strategy when you have, when you're focusing on your app going to be deployed on multiple platforms. So let's talk about the app ecosystem on how exactly the life cycle also is being prevailed. So right now we are having a couple of ecosystems. One is, of course, Apple's iOS, Google's Android, Microsoft Windows Phone, and BlackBerry, and a host of others. But right now, well, let's try and understand what exactly forms and where does app marketing fit into this picture. In the inception mode, that's when you have a great idea. A great idea comes in from a lot of things. You could have gotten it from something you've been thinking about implementing, or it could be a real world problem where you can actually think about helping others. Or it could even have been a suggestion given by your coworkers or your friends and family. So that's where you think of an app in terms of at the inception level. So now that you have that, what do you do next? You go ahead and start developing it. Once you have developed it, you can actually go ahead and start coding. In terms of your platform of choice, your actual ecosystem that you want to target it, you may want to target multiple ecosystems. And once the app has been completed, you can pass it on to QA for any if they have found any kind of bugs or any kind of a fix that needs to be done before it goes to production. And once it's in production, you can generate a production-based module. And that production-based module will help you to publish it to the respective app stores. And once it's published on the app store, then what next? You will have to find an app marketing strategy that will work for your app. You need to engage with your audiences. You need to keep them always in the know of what exactly you're doing in terms of your app, and also giving them some good deals or anything depending upon the app type. App branding. App branding is crucial. It is one of the most foremost strategies that is involved both in the brick and mortar as well as the online world, and the mobile space is no exception. The first thing you would like to do is to make sure that your app has consistent and constant product updates. And what I mean by product updates, Well, let's say that you have in version 1 you introduce, let's take for example a game. You introduced a particular level, and now with the next product update you want to give your users a much better user experience by uh, enabling that game with some more levels. Support. Support is crucial for enabling your apps to be successful. You need to be at the forefront of supporting your users by answering their questions or their concerns, by making sure in the next version that you have all these updates. Acquisition of new users. We have been trying over the time and time again to get new users, and the app business is no different. So the acquisition of new users can be done in several ways. One is by a word of mouth, which could be probably one of the best ways. You can actually show the app to your friends or family and have them try it out. Then also they would, if they like it, they will go ahead and tell others as well. User engagement. User engagement is paramount to making sure that your app exceeds users' expectations. And always users are looking for apps that have some kind of involvement with them in terms of either notifying them of a particular news, or if they're having a deal of the day, or maybe if a new update has been released. So this is a way of extending your brand into various areas. Push notifications. We all have them. We some of them are just too much, and some of them are just too less. So you got to maintain the balance of having the right level of push notifications. And this is probably an awesome way of also keeping your users in touch. In-app purchases. In-app purchases is another interesting way of engaging your marketing strategy by providing this as a feature to helping customers get uh, news about it, and also being able for you to generate more revenue. In terms of generating revenue, in-app purchases and ad publishing. In-app purchases can be done over several ways. You have the ability to push certain content across, and also give them certain levels that they can focus on. Ad publishing. Ad publishing will give you the benefit of using either the platform ecosystem's native ad providers, or by going through third parties and leveraging those publishing platforms. You always need to look for more options than the traditional native ecosystem providers. And we'll be talking about this as we go along. Brand management. It's all about your brand, and also about how your brand speaks for itself. So let's have a look at the of this graphic on the right. So here we have a graphic of the Dallas Cowboys and the Texas Longhorns. So just look at how they have designed their brand, and every time you look at that star with the shine, you can immediately notice that this is the Dallas Cowboys. And also, if you look at the Longhorns, you know that it is the Texas Longhorn brand. And orange as one of the ways of signifying the brand. It is critical that this can either be a hit or a miss for the success of your mobile app strategy. So brand management is, again, I cannot say this enough. You need to focus on your brand strategy as part of your app marketing strategy. So what are the tools or the avenues available for marketing your app? Well, as we all know, we are some of us are on Facebook, some of us are on Twitter, some of us are on LinkedIn. You have a lot of social media based leverages that you can do it. You have analytics tools that will actually go ahead and do some analytics, like whether this app was being downloaded, how many times it was downloaded, did anybody uninstall it, etc. Then if you're looking at deploying this through a specific ad network, you have an ad network where you can actually go ahead and target these ads. App Store optimization. Now, App Store optimization is not something that you can get out of the box. It is something that you will have to do it as experience goes. This will come only by experience. You have keyword research. Now, just like any traditional search engine, the App Store is a search engine. It will look at keywords, and based on the keywords, your app will be displayed. So make sure you name your app wisely and to get there. Then competitor research. You need to go ahead and do a lot of market research and competitors who are having apps similar such as yours. And also, if you're looking at description, so for example, your app needs to be as descriptive as possible. So when you go to the App Store and you want to publish this, this actually goes ahead and gives you a description, and a keyword and description are the real key drivers for your App Store optimization. Press kit, outreach, and preview. The press kit, obviously, in your organization, if you're having public relations, you can actually set up a press kit for your app launch. You can actually go ahead and make it have an outreach strategy where you actually go and launch it at specific events. You can preview the app by providing, let's say, for example, if you're launching a game, you can actually give a preview of it to your users so that they can download it and experience it for themselves. You can even provide freemium, so which is free levels plus as they move along, you can have them have an in-app purchase going forward. Paid advertising. Now it depends on what your budget is and what exactly and whom you're trying to target. Depending upon your ads and your interstitials, Facebook, Google, everything, it depends on how much you're willing to spend for your campaign as part of your app marketing strategy. Social media, cross-channel promotion. Now this is also very much a very good area and a rather inexpensive as well. So if you look at email, landing pages, social media, and today you can come up with anything as long as you have the link to the app store of your app and then publish them on social media, email it to your friends, colleagues, and family, have them download it. Then you can even have landing pages. So let's say you're a large corporation and you have several products, which would include apps, games, etc. You can build specific landing pages for them so that as soon as they click on your app and want to look at more details of that, you can provide them with a landing page. Pre-launch and public relations. As we all know, building and launching an app is critical, and it's not something that is you just go ahead and announce it to the world that your app is out there. You will have to have a very good pre-launch and public relations strategy in place. Bloggers and tech bloggers are probably the target people who are downloading your apps. And also if you want to look at creating a buzz, where you actually go ahead and create a buzz, you actually create this excitement for people to actually go ahead and download your app. Give journalists a sneak peek of what exactly your app does and everything. It will also be good from a newsworthy angle to also go ahead and work with public relations on this front. If you have existing customers, always don't hesitate to contact them and ask them if they can promote it as well. Now switching gears a little bit on app marketing ad providers. In this slide, you can see that I'm giving you a host of some of the app marketing ad providers available today. And these are specific, and most of them support all the default ecosystems. So AdMob, iAd, Microsoft Advertising, InMobi, all of these support a lot of the main mobile ecosystems. And these are just some of the leading ones. Also, the one important aspect to know is that some of these providers provide you with a seamless API that will actually give you the ability to have multiple ad networks. So, which means that you can have a lot of these providers who support multiple ad networks, such as Google, iOS, and Microsoft. Now, let's now focus a little bit on the mobile app marketing, a little bit on how your actual game plan would be. You first strategize based on what exactly you want to work with. Then you work with ad creatives, like with ad agencies, trying to figure out what are your ads and how they need to look. Then you go for public relations. Then public relations will again lead to cross promotion. So in cross promotion, you would use multiple forms of marketing media. So it could be like probably doing a simple video demonstration of your app and also getting the word out through social media. You could also announce about it in either the local newspapers, in terms of the local, based on how you would like to promote it. In this high-end area, most of the time the ad providers, they do a pretty decent job, and it all depends on how the fill ratio is of that particular ad. So if you're getting anything between 80% to 100% of fill rate, then your ads are doing pretty well. And with that, I come to the end of my presentation. I would like to thank you for your patience for attending. And with that, we'll hand it over to Q&A. You may enter the questions in the Q&A box, and we'll take questions right now. Yeah, sure. So basically, the last thing I wanted to add is there's no secret sauce. You will have to learn a lot of the app marketing strategies, and what I provided today was just a stepping stone towards where you would go with your app marketing strategies. Try one of them, and one of the easiest way that you can know that how your app is doing and is selling well is by incorporating ads in your app. Well, you put in all the hard work, you got to make some money. The whole idea of incorporating ads is not to annoy people, but at the same time for you to also get in revenue. So those are my final thoughts, and good luck with your app marketing success.
But it's great to have you here in the North American continent, and I hope to
Thank you so much.
see you sometime soon, either in Austin or maybe here in Scotts Valley.
Right. Thank you so much, David. So thank you. Again, my name is Anil Mahadev. You can reach me at my email address. That's anil.mahadev@embarcadero.com. Once again, I thank you for attending CodeRage 9 and my session, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.